Welcome to Win It Life Online Ministries, Greatest Verse in the Bible series. I'm DMV's favorite Bishop, Robert Louis Taylor. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, many years ago in a small rural village, there was a single road that connected the village to the rest of the town. One morning, seemingly out of nowhere, a large rock appeared on the middle of the road. The town folks, merchants, and villagers alike encountered this large stone in their daily travels. Some muttered and murmured under their breath. Others fussed and complained. Many blamed the politicians for not having the stone removed. But not a one of them, no one did anything about it. Gradually, as we're so accustomed to do, they adjusted their path, stepping around, walking around the huge stone, the huge obstacles, and simply continued on their way. Among them was a young boy. His name was CK, who walked that road every day in order to fetch water for his family. Now, each time CK passed the stone, he would pause and just stare at the rock. He wondered to himself, what will happen if nobody moves it? One day, he couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't bear the inaction any longer. So one day he set out to move the stone. His back ached, his hands blistered, and perspiration dripped nonstop from his forehead. Others who were passing by scoffed at him, scoffed at his efforts. Others shouted, "Why bother, CK? Leave well enough alone. Someone else will take care of it. It's not your problem. Or maybe it is your problem, but it's not your job." But the young boy pressed on, pushing and pushing and scooting the rock inch by inch, pushing an inch, scooting inch by inch. Finally, after what felt like forever, the stone tipped over and rolled off the road. As it moved, a small metal box was revealed. Breathless, but also curious, young CK opened the box to find a note as well as several $100 bills inside. The note read, "For the one who cares enough to..." Ladies and gentlemen, the money was sufficient to buy his school uniforms and his school books for the year. That night, as he shared the story with his mother and with his aunt, CK felt an overwhelming sense of pride. No, not just for the reward, not just for the monetary reward, but for proving to himself he could make a difference. Years later, CK grew into an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, starting a company that solved everyday practical problems. Whenever he was asked about his problem solving mindset, he always would share the stone in the middle of the road story. I learned that what seemed like a hindrance is often a disguised opportunity, revealing what we're capable of, revealing the untapped talents that exist inside of everyone, no matter who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, stones, detours, roadblocks are designed to be more than just physical challenges, but they have a deeper meaning than that. They are a test of your character. True story, no lie. It's easy to complain. It's easy to wait for someone else to act. However, our growth, our progress, our success, our victory begins when we take ownership. Our winning begins as soon as we take responsibility, even when it's inconvenient, and yes, when it's difficult. So many of life's opportunities are designed and circumstances that test our willingness to personally do something. Repeat after me. CGC. Repeat after me. CGC. Repeat. No one plays the victim better than the one who causes the most damage. You're thinking CGC, Caucasian grievance culture. Caucasian grievance culture is the false narrative that all Caucasians, particularly those in the United States of America, are being unfairly deprived, are being unfairly restricted and set back due to progressive government policies, due to economic diversity efforts, due to population changes. I call CGC white woe is me victimhood. It incorrectly preaches and teaches. Yeah, it's all in their churches. It incorrectly, it's all in their private schools. It incorrectly teaches and preaches that all white people are being mistreated. Caucasians are losing their privileged status because our liberal government favors ethnic minorities and immigrants. Now, this sentiment is not harmless because this sentiment fuels hatred, anger, and reactionary executive orders. Understand, Caucasian grievance culture is nothing new. I hope this is not the first time you've heard about it. If it is, I'm glad I'm introducing it to you. Caucasian grievance culture is nothing new. As a matter of fact, you do your research, you do your homework. Caucasian grievances in America have deep historical roots. I'll never forget, ladies and gentlemen, I'll never forget what my father taught me growing up in Alexandria, Virginia, in the Del Ray community. He would tell me, and he had to say it more than one time, Robert, no one plays the victim better than the one who causes the most damage. No one plays the victim better than the one who causes the most damage. Break away, break through, break free, break out. Or, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're just getting started. I'm Robert Lewis Taylor, DMV's favorite bishop. Win at Life Online Ministries' greatest verse in the Bible series. Next time, the fourth book of the Bible, the book of Numbers.